eats a very strict diet. You can see, you know, he's very lean right now. He's lost a lot of fat, and he just is. It's amazing to see. He's the healthiest I've ever seen him. I've known him for a long time, and he is just so damn good.
I mean, I think short deck, also in terms of just from brief conversations with him, I think it's the game he likes playing at this point. Like it's the game he's feeling. And you can see that, I think, a little bit in his play in this game, even just since you've been in the booth.
A lot of finesse.
Super creative, and you know, in a certain sense, he's kind of been right both times, even though he actually lost those pots. His feel was right. It's just the run out didn't really work out for him. But yeah,
he's getting a good price, and if the run out presents the right card, he's probably gonna do the thing. And if you watch, he's going to try his best to dance around and avoid being all in. He wants to play pots against everyone. He wants to see flops, turns, and rivers. And I do think that he will shine on the later streets over, you know, the new age guys who may know how to play ICM well or pre-flop well. I think if he gets you to the turn of the river, those guys are going to be scratching their head kind of a lot. And I think today's tournament, the 150K, where we start off 400 antes deep, he's going to be a nightmare.
Sure, 100%. And this is something I've noticed and pointed out is the difference in the play styles. There's a number of the players that have a pre-flop, very like shover fold, fitter fold type style, or limp kind of fold or jam. And a lot of players that definitely like going post in a various number of ways, including instead of jamming, just open raising size sometimes, as well as just the preference. And you know, one of the things I feel like I've noticed is it seems like the guys who who are good playing post flop tend to be some of the best short deck players. Like it's like you're taking a big part out of the game if you just go, and even if you have a good fitter fold pre-flop strategy, I mean, you're missing a big part of the game and a big opportunity to kind of like steal pots and whatever.
Great fold by Seth here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. But what I think you're seeing is people in a vacuum. See if Seth peeled the king jack of diamonds here, he'd be in a lot of trouble. Now Tony just called the c bet, and this is a very safe card for Ivey's range, so he's going to keep barreling away for sure. And I'd say Tony will just call. Actually, he's just when they're this deep, I think that he's just going to be afraid of being oversetted.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
And you just give, but 3 away, like so many draws.
Yeah, but you're in position on the other guy. Like the jack is never going to improve Chidwick. Basically, sure, you can let Chidwick like float again with 9-8, but I just think that, well, that's actually a very big bet from Ivey. So there is a chance Tony puts him in here.
Yeah, versus that size.
Yeah, because Chidwick's only got 835 back.
My intuition is Tony's going to raise. Just the way I've seen him play. Yeah. I just feel, that makes all the sense.
It's a good play. It's a good play. I think Ivey might fold here. I mean, you got to put the guy exactly on. This is a really tough spot because there's just a chance that Tony G called the flop with King X of spades and it's just kind of like, whatever, man, I'm all in. Hopefully you fold. If you don't, I've got the best hand. But I can see Ivey making a fold here.
Maybe it's reasonable to think Tony calls that hand quite a bit, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you're just chopping with value a ton, right? Like,
I mean, obviously, if Ivey, ends up folding King Jack, then that would be a great way to play King X of spades. But I don't know. Just having watched Tony play.
I mean, you ace 9 of spades, 9-8 of spades, 10-9 of spades.
Yeah, certainly.
All of those ace-8 of spades, all those call the flop for one. You know, gut shots, you hit a gut shot 25% of the time by the river. If you got a backdoor flush draw.
And Tony shoves those versus large size?
Well, what I'm saying is Ivey's got top 2. If he calls here, you can't fault him for it. That's all I'm saying. If he makes a fold, I think it's incredible.
It would be a great fold.
I think it's a very, very, very hard fold to make.
And unfortunately for him, we know, I believe Seth folded the King Jack of diamonds, right? So, I mean, he is pretty toasty if he calls here. It's half as much equity as you see.
I mean, this guy, this is exactly what we were talking about. This isn't the situation we wanted to see him in because he's in the blender, but I think he's going to fold, which is outrageous. It's absolutely outrageous to fold here.
Yeah, I mean, I made the observation before. I mean, when Ivey's on, it is amazing how far he can go in he goes in tournaments consistently.
He's unbelievable.
So, and I mean, if he folds here, it'll be precisely because of folds like this.
Yep.
Right.
Whenever he was on his big heater in Cyprus, winning everything, I came up and I talked to him about it, and we were just talking about life in general, and he said something that really stuck with me, where he said,
Tony.
"There's good table talk. I'll wait."
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said to me, "You
Now
got
he's
to
getting Tony to react a little here, right? I mean, Tony will give a little smile, this, and now. Okay. Anyway, what do you say?
Yeah, he was talking about winning and losing with grace, and talking about how much luck there just is involved in life and in poker. And I just thought it was a really cool thing to hear him say. You know, he was winning his second tournament of the week, and it was just him and I. There was no one around. He didn't have to be politically correct, and he just said, "Yeah, I mean, I'm running hot, and you know, you got to take it with grace. Sometimes you're the big loser, and some weeks you get a great week like this." And he's, like I said, he's just in a fantastic headspace. Scary guy to play against right now.
Yeah, I've played with him some in the big mix game at the Aria. He didn't play the last time, but I've gone 3 times so far this year, and he played the first 2 in January and March. But yeah, he's back to feeling it with poker, right? I mean, he's playing a lot of poker now. Man, he is really does feel like feels like he's gonna fold.
Yeah, he's got one thing going for him. Tony most likely doesn't play the suited kings, like King 7, King 6, Jack 7, so he never has to really worry about him shoving a worse 2-pair. I do think a great concern is the same hand. I mean, why wouldn't Tony just shove King Jack here sometimes? Like, Chidwick only had 800K back. It was, you got to think top, you know, maybe Ivey's betting aces, maybe he's betting ace king, and
you're starting to make
what a fold.
Yeah, you're starting to make some, I think, beyond whatever physical stuff, I think you do start to make some exploits where it's okay, to a pot size here, he's...
So Chidwick checking 5s in the big blinds. Oh, and that's a straight. That's a 5-card hand for Chow. He immediately checks it. Check raise the turn here. Chidwick, I think, just wanted to deny some jack highs or a hand like 8-9. Get some value from king highs. Chow makes it work. This is obviously somebody's reputation. Getting him to win more chips. Oh my god, he's serious. Let it. Wow. That is really unfortunate. Look at that run out.
Blind versus blind. Chow's got to think he's got the best hand. He's reaching for a lot of chips.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to go 35.
35,000. Chidwick, you know you have a disguised full house. You need to decide, okay, what kind of hand does my opponent bet on the turn and I can get value from? A queen makes a lot of sense. King Jack a straight, very possible, or a flush. So if he thinks his opponent has a flush, he would make it very, very big.
Yeah.
If he thinks the opponent has trip queens, he would make it big, but not as big. A straight, also probably a hand where he would size a bit larger. So 150,000 going in the middle.
You could just see the surprise on Chow's face when he looked up. He's like, wait, I was kind of waiting to be called or not. What's going on?
Yeah, this is a shot clock tournament. Man, if he can get away from this hand, that would be really sick.
Yeah, I will not fault him for calling here. You have a straight. It's blind versus blind.
Against an aggressive player. Now would be a good time to use some of those time bank chips. A flush is very possible, but he actually has better than a flush.
Yeah.
So that's one time bank chip. 30 more seconds.
It's so hard for him to put him on a full house here too, because the flop, pre-flop, it goes, he limps and then Stevie checks. Flop is check check. Some action on the turn, but let's be honest, it wasn't that big.
Chow here with a straight. Putting out the calling chips. He's not convinced yet. Another time bank chip. And that's 2 down. Chidwick staring him down. Chow for straight. Oh, can he do it? He's got the chips in one hand, the cards in the other.
Man.
Which one's going in the middle? Folds.
Whoa! Did he just open fold that?
Folds it face up. You see a little smile from Chidwick. He's like, dang, I made it a little bit too big.
I'm blown away. I'm honestly blown away. How does he get away from that? He is dialed in.
You know, this is one of those games where, like, you know, a no limit hold'em, you're like, okay, all in pre-flop, they probably got queens plus, ace king plus. In this game, now you got to include those hands and include jack 10 suited, queen jack suited, like all these different hands. It's definitely a very action-oriented game. You know, good. It's fun for the players, fun for the viewers. Pocket queens on the dealer button.
This hand, same thing. It wouldn't be a bad hand to just go all in with. Secure what's in the middle.
Yeah, different players do have different strategies. Divorce going to raise here. It wouldn't surprise me if Ben Lamb plays as aggressive. He just shoved jack 10 suited pre-flop last hand. So he does make the call.
What's up?
Okay.
All right, so we have bottom 2 pair for Ben Lamb, who's trailing against Divorce's queens when you look at the statistics.
Yeah. I'll tell you though, pocket queens here, it's not too fun to play on this board. Looks like he is going to bet.
8,000.
It's a very small bet. It's not very common in short deck to see these small bets. Pretty much lets your opponent call with anything. Makes it actually really confusing to play post-flop.
It's pretty cool if he decides to put multiple bets in, knowing that he blocks king-queen. Look at that, though.
I think Divorce is like, well, I actually didn't expect to hit these strip queens, but I'll take it. It makes a lot of sense for him to consider checking here because, say he bets, his opponent has a king, goes all in, then what? Price yourself out or something silly. So he does check.
Yeah. Wow.
Ooh. That is the perfect card because the flush doesn't get there.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So Ben Lamb, I mean, he loves this full house. He's just
10. 10.
10,000.
just bets 10,000. My thought here for Ben Lamb betting so small is thinking, Divorce never has a straight because he would just bet the turn.
Yeah.
So he's hoping he gets hero called by like the case jack, some like ace queen.
Some 8-9 maybe.
Yeah, or maybe make his opponent. I don't think he's going to fold jack 10. He's just like, oh, I induced him because I bet so small.
Yeah.
I mean, Ben Lamb knows his opponent can definitely have a big hand like queens here or like aces, you know, ace jack. Then but sometimes when you bet so small, you're like, oh man, did I induce him? You know, it's definitely not a fun spot here.
Yeah.
I mean, if Ben Lamb can fold this would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be very, very impressive. Especially, I think the key point is there, what you mentioned, is the fact that he bets small himself. That makes it so hard to get away with, because he has a much stronger hand than he's trying to represent.
Yeah. Because it looks like a block bet with like a king, right? Like, and to be fair, a lot of these players would make a move when the board pairs and try to bluff you off with something.
Yeah. I mean, what if somebody has ace-10?
So I think
You don't have any cover 2. You have 80, 81.
so. Some things maybe Ben Lamb thinks about. Okay, how much does Divorce play short deck? Is he that sick to make a play in this game type that he may be less experienced in?
Yeah, but you know, he's a really, really, really good no-limit hold'em player. They make some sick moves when they don't think they're going to be winning with just calling.
Ben Lamb just talking to himself like, okay. When you're in this situation, you're always trying to think, okay, what kind of hands my opponent would bluff with? Wow, that's
What?
amazing fold.
That is incredible.
That is incredible.
They were 50 antes deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's just incredible. Wow, Ben Lamb just continues to oppress us once again here. Immediately, right off the bat.
Wait, just 7 deuce, 10k. Just 7 deuce. Okay. Okay. 7 deuce, 10k. Okay?
7 deuce 10k. Okay, fine, 7 deuce. Oh my god. Okay, I need some training. Finally relax. I actually feel like I need to try to play good instead of
Poker
trying to
is
play
so
bad.
hard, I'm the biggest fish in town.
No, there's Tom.
you
People are flying in now. And there's me. So you're not too bad.
And there's me too, and everybody knows me. There's like meat.
Yeah.
Is it?
No. 3-6.
Bro, why do you have so many hands?
Why you always ruined?
If Tom can win this hand with 7 deuce,
Yeah, now I have many fans.
10k bounty from everyone.
Now I win one title.
Wait, he didn't even go yet.
I won. Today.
Oh, everybody's drunk now. Okay.
Yes. First Triton title.
No shit. Yeah.
But it's my 4th title. I mean,
3 bet and a call.
Yeah, but
wow. It's
I would
good.
have.
You
I
know,
would
you
have thought
should
you
be
had.
happy.
I would have thought you had.
People want to become like me, businessman winning a title.
Of course. I want one too.
Two jets.
Next stop,
When?
Winfred said.
July.
30k C bet from Rui Cow.
Beach.
Tom with just a 7 deuce has not laid it down yet. So you think we're making a move because Rui Cow plays every single hand?
Malaysia, hey.
I think we should start playing short deck.
Okay. I start. Yeah. How about we swap? Okay. I mean, you teach me. No.
No. Every day in our game, I cannot let him improve.
I mean.
A raise to 126,000 euro with 7 deuce, ready to show everyone
Maybe not. He's thinking.
if he can take this down.
Maybe.
But Rui Cow has not folded yet.
Losing.
Is he wondering why Tom would raise on the ace queen 5 rainbow instead of trying to slow play against? Oh my god, he's calling with 8 high. He doesn't have anything.
Got deuce 7 this time.
I don't understand. And the turn is an ace.
We have to play 10.
No flush draw.
How much you want, Tony?
Technically, it could be like deuce 7 versus deuce 7.
Bon.
130. You have about 500.
400,000 behind.
About a bit less than 400.
400.
Wait, 400?
A little bit less is what you say.
Can Tom find a bet with just 7 deuce on this board that is supposed to hit the 3 better?
Better structure here.
Oh, really drunk.
Go to sleep.
Oh my, he's reaching for chips.
Start shooting all in. Antonius, you start to do a few all-ins.
Do it for all-ins?
Yeah.
I've been trying. I've been trying. I just need a couple of 2-7s, you know? Like,
Even
Yeah, fuck! I bought a new 7!
yeah, you said that already. It's actually okay not to play it.
Under the
It's
gun.
not that big a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Under the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half pot bet, and Rui Cal calls him 8-7 high, thinking that Tom has got nothing, and he's going to steal it from him.
He's investing like 400k to win 7.
I know.
It can work.
It gets to work.
Pre-flop is a little scary.
655,000 euro in the middle. One's got 7 deuce, one's got 8 high, who's floated the flop and floated the turn.
Every other minute we have
man.
you know?
So the game cannot stop.
Now it's starting to get tense in here as they realize what's going on at the table. Can Tom fire one more time? He gives up. Gives the pot to Rui Cal. Double checks the cards. This is the craziest hand. He goes all in.
2-7. 2-7, right?
Yeah. Why did you check then? And you
Because he snap called me if I shove.
Queen 10. Queen 9.
Fuck you! I know you do 7. Let's go. You show my card.
Oh my god.
You're fucking 8 high. You show. I swear to God, I call. Bull. I swear to God, I call.
Much avocados here.
Avocado.
I think I have 580.
Thanks, man. 580. Okay, I shall raise small to 80,000.
Really see Charlie Carroll mixing it up from a small blind. It's almost like he wants to make a statement about it. He raised 7 deuce suited earlier from the small as well. So
Peeks over, taking a close look. He's got the talk game going. He's having fun. Patrick Peel here.
how many people do you think have ever made a correct decision against Patrick Antonius based on a live read?
It's low. It's super low.
Has to be pretty low.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, he's definitely played some live poker.
Gets the best of it. Bottom pair for Patrick and position. Very important here.
Charlie came to play today, mixing it up, got the suit on. Coming at one of the, as you mentioned, legends, old school, been around. Patrick Antonius. Charlie can't be older than, what, 26 or 5? I mean, I think he's a young guy. Probably watched Patrick growing up playing poker, and here he is just ripping in bluffs at the high stakes stream on Twitch. He streams on Twitch as well. Charlie Carell plays high stakes when he does stream. I think it's been a while, but he has a Twitch stream, I know that.
Yeah, definitely does a lot of cool things in content, also helping people and talking a lot of poker. Really respect that.
Yeah, I think he's done some bankroll challenges, and he definitely is engages the poker community. Very interesting hand going here. Patrick's not a guy to want to just like be stone bluffing. He does pick up some equity here, but it's he does just kind of look like he knows what's going on at the live arena. And Karelk sort of waves the white flag here.
Does get a free card. And once Patrick checks here, he really kind of plays his hand face up, but that's fine, you know, you still have position. So I think in Charlie's mind, Patrick really has a 6 here, or maybe a weaker 9.
Yeah, this is wow. It does go all in.
I like that.
No one likes to make at the feature like a hero call, bust out hand. Patrick's certainly not afraid, and if anyone's capable of making a great call, it's Patrick, but it's a tough spot.
I really like the bet sizing that Charlie uses here. If he would have just gone with like a more conventional bet of 150,000.
Look at the live tell smiling, looking around. Maybe a little reverse tells here.
Yeah. It's hard to say, and that's actually the advantage of being very lively at the table, right? Like, he's talking a lot, he's smiling, he's asking like non-standard questions. It's really hard to read into somebody's reaction. Like, who knows what he means when he's laughing?
Right.
You really don't know. Ooh, he has a suspicious look
hand
on him, though. Man, I can't wait to see what he's gonna do. Wow, he's really eyeing him down, though.
It's so, I think in his mind, it's strange. It's like it is a suspicious line. Bet, check, jam. You know, it's, man. You know, you would think like Queen 10 or Queen King or something might just barrel it on the turn, put him in just to check back, and then he does have an 8 blocker for 7-8. I don't know. What do you think, Lex? Does he call? This is. I actually really don't know. I'd be surprised if he does call, but it wouldn't shock me. I would have to pick one. I'd say folds, but
Patrick looks like he smells blood, though.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen him make some insane calls on TV, wherever, in tournaments, cash games. I mean, he looked really intent on sizing up Charlie there.
Yeah, he's not on my list of people I'd try to really make insane bluffs against, but Charlie's gone for it, and time bank cards have been used, multiple.
I don't even want to say out loud that I think he might call, because that would take away the sickness of this call, like how good it would be.
That's true. It's an insane. The fact that he's dialed in. He's really thinking about it, and it would be an absurd call. Absurdly strong call. Yeah, this isn't like a 50-50. I mean, this is a complex bluff and spot. And they're deep as well. It's interesting. I mean, this is 117 entered, and they're down to. It's getting close to the money.
Yeah, 11 spots away.
From today so far, I don't think I've seen anyone use even 2 time banks. Like this is certainly not a usual thing. Everyone's played very fast. Even pre-flop, flops, turns. There has been no tanking. This is far from a tank. This is a high-level hand. Oh, hello!
What a call!
Welcome. Well, Patrick Antonius.
That is a call.
It took you so long.